Real friends send each other self-help and witch and cat memes. This is the barometer of how I measure all my friendships. Michelle, great work today. Your report is outstanding.
Thank you. I also intentionally sent 4 memes in each category, making 444 an angel number, which adds even a deeper, more divine significance to our friendship.
Your attention to detail is just... Melissa, what happened today?
Well, I didn't spend as much time on Instagram today because I was working.
You know what else takes work, Melissa? A friendship. It's just a matter of where you want to put that work.
Totally. I can send double the memes tomorrow.
Melissa, memes are a balance. You send too few. Clearly you don't give a flying fuck about this friendship. You send too many. That's just desperate. Okay, moving on to our next order of business. Snacks. But yesterday, a friend of mine sent our girl group chat an infographic made by Dr. Kelly Vincent, who condensed the information from Valerie Young's book, The Secret Thoughts of Successful Women: Why Capable People Suffer from Imposter Syndrome and How to Thrive in Spite of It. So Young has focused her career on researching fraudulent feelings among high achievers. And through that research, she's uncovered 5 types of people who struggle with the imposter phenomenon. And I felt personally attacked by all of them, so here we go. 1, the perfectionist. Perfectionists are never satisfied, and they always feel that their work could be better. Rather than focus on their strengths, they tend to fixate on any flaws or mistakes. This often leads to a great deal of self-pressure and high amounts of anxiety. 2, the superhero. Because these individuals feel inadequate, they feel compelled to push themselves to work as hard as possible. You measure your competency based on how many roles you can juggle and excel in. Fall short in any role, that evokes shame because they feel like they should be able to handle it. 3, the expert. These individuals are always trying to learn more and are never satisfied with their level of understanding. Even though they're often highly skilled, they underrate their own expertise. Their primary concern, according to Vincent, is what and how much they know or can do. Even a minor lack of knowledge creates feelings of failure and shame. 4, the natural genius. These people set excessively lofty goals for themselves and feel crushed when they don't succeed on their first try. 5, the soloist. These people tend to be very individualistic and prefer to work alone. Self-worth often stems from their productivity, so they often reject offers of assistance. They tend to see asking for help as a sign of weakness or incompetence. Now, according to the Imposter Phenomenon by Jaru Unsakulkul and James Alexander in the International Journal of Behavioral Science, the imposter phenomenon was first described by Pauline Clance from her observation in a clinical setting. So these individuals that she was observing experienced intense feelings that their achievements are undeserved, and they worry that they're likely to be exposed as a fraud. Fun fact, imposter syndrome was initially only believed to affect professional women, but now we know that it affects all of us. Yes, children, yes. An estimated 70% of people will experience this at least once in their lives. Now, this quote from the article blew my mind, so get ready to have your mind blown. Anyone can view themselves as an imposter if they failed to internalize their success. Wow, that is some of the best mind-blowing I have ever received. Now, if you want to read the 20-page spread, the link is below. It's incredibly fascinating. It even has like this nifty little graph about the imposter cycle, in case you wanted to see the mental gymnastics our anxious brains are doing all the time. Now, what do we do about imposter syndrome? Well, according to Young, everyone has unconscious rules in their head about what it means to be competent. These rules tend to begin with should, always, or never. So in order to tackle feeling like an imposter, we need to know what our rules are. Vincent also gives some great examples of this, like, I should know everything in my field. I should get it right the first time. I'd never make a mistake. I'd never be confused. I'd never ask for help. So if you can identify the hidden self-limiting beliefs you have around competency or success, you can start directly addressing those rules. I personally struggle a lot with perfectionism and superhero tendencies. I tell myself I should be able to do everything. I've always been someone who can juggle a lot. I never want to give up one asset of my creative life. But instead of, where's that mind-blowing quote again? Instead of internalizing my successes, I gloss over them. And I only focus on the mistakes, where I fell short, how I don't measure up, and how I could do better. But not anymore, children. Now that I'm self-aware and I have placed a little red flag in my brain whenever I hear should, always, and never, I can begin addressing damaging imposter syndrome behavior and beliefs. And so can you! Yay! Self-work is exhausting, but we're gonna keep going, because what else can we do? I'm Akana, and thank you to the Patrons who supported today's video. And thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's episode. BetterHelp's mission is to provide anyone facing life's challenges, and let's face it, we all are, with easy, discreet, professional, convenient, and affordable access to professional counseling from a licensed therapist. So after filling out a brief questionnaire about your history and what you want to work on, you are matched with a therapist. And all 11,000 plus counselors on BetterHelp, with no exceptions, are licensed, trained, experienced, and accredited psychologists, marriage and family therapists, clinical social workers, or licensed professional counselors. Scheduling is super easy and flexible, and you pay one low flat fee for unlimited messaging and a weekly live session. You can go to betterhelp.com/Akana to sign up today and get 10% off your first month.